Hi, Kirby.
How you going?
Good to see you again.
I have not seen you in ages.
I know.
How have you been?
Yeah, really good. Yeah. It's been, about a year and a half.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what brings you here today?
So I just thought we'll come back and, we had a really good chat last time and helped me make a decision. So I feel like I've kind of got to another fork in the road.
Yeah, okay. Can you
decision.
explain a bit more about that to me?
Yeah, sure. So I've just finished my second year of nursing. So I've got 1 year to go, just on semester break at the moment. It's all going really well. I just sort of, I guess, when you get to this point, you kind of really need to start thinking well in advance. What am I going to do?
Yep.
Before you know it, it'll be time to graduate. And you actually need to decide what you're going to do well before you get into that process. Even before you finish your last semester, you kind of need to be applying for positions.
Sounds like it's been very, very full on.
It has been very full on.
Yeah.
It's been a really tough semester that we've just done.
Yeah.
A lot of heavy content, and it is full on, but it's good. It's just nice to have a bit of a break at the moment.
And are you still enjoying it?
Yep.
Yep.
I am. Yeah. As much as there's times where you just could throw the towel in, and it's not just me, all the students, like, they all feel the same way. It's not an easy, it's not easy, but I suppose it's not meant to be.
No, and that's exactly right. At the end of the day, you're saving people's lives, aren't you? So we wouldn't want to make it too easy. And it's great that you absolutely persevered with it. It sounds like you're doing a really good job.
Yeah, it's been going well.
Yeah. So what's the situation?
Well, I just sort of been, thinking, we've done a few cracks, and I'm just, like, knowing what I'm like, couldn't sit in my old job day in, day out and just do the same thing for the next 20 years. So I thought, am I going to be happy being at my local, small, regional hospital?
Yeah, okay.
Is that going to be fulfilling for me?
So what do you think that's not fulfilling about a regional?
I guess it's just, for example, the hospital close to me would be just category 3 and 4 patients.
Yep.
Basic nursing, basic care, not all the facilities that you would have in a bigger situation, bigger hospital, kind of thing. I guess too, from my practice, I've really loved my couple of days I've spent in theatre. That's obviously not, the type of theatre that I've enjoyed, I've been lucky enough to do, hasn't been your I guess what you'd see around here would be endoscopies, colonoscopies, all those really small, quick procedures. I've been lucky enough to have, 5-6 hour open surgeries, and they're the things that I've really, really enjoyed.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess if I'm thinking that I'm really enjoying things that are on that scale, or do I just do my 12 months grad position here and then worry about that?
Okay. Right. Okay, well, from our last session a few years ago, I asked you a few questions, miracle questions, those types of things.
Yep.
I have a different one for you today.
Okay.
And you might have heard this, but it's the 6 hats. Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
You might have done it in primary school when you've got the red hat and the green hat, and it has lots of different ways of figuring out a problem. I know I did it in primary school, but this is obviously a more updated version, adult version of it. And it's a great way of sorting out if we have a problem. So the first hat is the white hat, and that is facts. So how about we talk about the facts of this situation? So, for instance, one fact is you just don't think that a regional hospital is going to be fulfilling enough. What do you think would be another one?
I guess it's just, do I want to be in Tasmania as well?
Yeah.
Like, do I want to stay here? I have no ties here as such. Like, I've got family and friends, but, it's just me that I need to worry about. So I guess that is another fact. To move wouldn't be the biggest deal in the world. Perhaps I do want to try something different as well.
So you said that it's just you, so there's no partner or children or anything like that involved?
No.
Yep, okay, so it's just you have to worry about.
Yeah.
So what other facts do you think come into play with the decision?
Yes, I guess it's whether or not I just do a grad position here, get that experience and then be able to transfer, or whether I look at going straight up.
Yep. Is there a way that you could maybe find another person who's done the same thing, you know?
Yeah, I probably could. I guess I haven't really gone down that path yet.
Yeah.
I could ask around and sort of find out from people whether or not people have gone to mainland straight up or come. I know from friends they've done their grad positions here.
Yep.
And then they've been able to transfer basically to any department that they've wanted to.
So is that more so like you get the foot in the door type thing?
You get the foot in the door, because grad positions are like gold, essentially. So if you get a grad position, you don't really get a choice in what department. You get a choice about what region. So if I want to stay in this region, and it might be, okay, you've got a grad position, it's on the medical floor. Or it's on the surgical floor, or, you do your 12 months, and then friends that I know that have done that, they've then basically been able to transfer within the hospital system in an area where they've decided that they might want to go. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, we'll move on. So the red hat is gut feeling, your emotions. So what's your thought? What do you feel about the situation?
My gut feeling is I don't think I'm going to be content. That's what I guess my concern is. I don't think I'm going to be content, but I could probably get by for the 12 months. I guess my gut feeling from doing those prac days is that that's where I want to be.
Yes.
That's what I want to achieve. So it's sort of like, well, do I try and do that right from the start?
Okay. That's good. That sounds like you've got a bit of a focus that you know that...
Yeah, it's been really good for sort of make me realise that's sort of how I'm feeling about it.
Yeah, good. That's good. Okay, so the next hat is a green hat. So that's new ideas. So looking at this scenario, you don't want to be in Tasmania. Where else do you want to be?
I guess for what I'm thinking is I have to be at like a sort of a metropolitan city hospital. So whether that's just somewhere like across the Bass Strait in Melbourne, or I do start doing some research about other hospitals, facilities that would probably suit what I'm looking at.
Yeah, okay. Would you ever go outside of Australia?
Potentially, but I don't think I can. You need to have a couple of years experience before you can sort of work abroad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll shut down
but
that.
I guess potentially.
Who knows?
Yeah. I know in the past when I've spoken to, or we've had facilitators, they've sort of said, we did this and then we went overseas and we worked and then we came back. And
yeah, okay.
So it's pretty common.
So it's probably something we can't do right now, but could happen in the future. And it's good to sort of have that in the back of your mind. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, Melbourne is an hour away-ish, so that's certainly something you could do.
Yeah.
Would you go further, Sydney, Brisbane, those types of things?
Yeah. I spent a lot of time in Queensland as well. I like Queensland. Obviously spending a lot of time in Melbourne, probably go sometimes 10 times a year across there. Got a lot of friends, or people I know, family there. Yeah. Be somewhere I think that would be quite easy for me to sort of set up there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So how willing would you think you would be to go to Melbourne?
I think if it was the right opportunity. Then I think I would go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next hat is the black hat, which equals negativity. So what are the negatives of moving out of Tassie?
Yeah, so I guess leaving family, friends, and what I know. Yeah. Basically. But then, I guess they're the negatives. having to move, all those things. But yeah, I guess you're always connected with people, regardless of where you live. So yeah.
I like that you've said the negatives, but you found a positive in it. So that's, you know, I'm moving away from, you know, my family, but, you know, we're pretty well connected now.
You know, they're not big negatives, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, there's no major negatives that sort of go, gee, that negative's so big that I just don't think I could do it.
Yep. That it's just so crushing that, no, can't.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So then we've got the yellow one, which is obviously positive. So what's positive about, you know, leaving Tasmania?
Yeah, so I guess that's sort of, it would be to go to an opportunity that I think that I want to do in the future. Being in a facility for that would sort of give me that opportunity to continually learn, continually, you know, be practicing, you know, category 1, you know, constantly having or seeing all different sorts of patients, just what you wouldn't be able to do here. Yeah, obviously if theatre is what I wanted to do, I'm sure the opportunities over there and the types of surgeries would be phenomenal. Yeah, that you just wouldn't be able to do here.
So you'd definitely be able to specialise in.
Specialise, yeah. And I think too, I guess that opportunity to sort of live away from Tasmania